Fair use disclaimer. It's your brother Wild Rum. You're back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Rakak, Wadash, Barakath Yahweh, Barakath Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, the great millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways. Prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. I want to say shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai by their faith. So got another lesson I want to bring out through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Just getting our work, want to put a lesson together. So got into these videos I had pretty much posted on IG going into the energy lockdowns, man. And this is something that can happen very, very fast as the war in Iran continues to basically spiral out of control. But no gas and no energy is being shipped all over the globe, man. So, a couple of countries are already starting to see that the shutdowns are already happening, and it's soon to happen here in Babylon the Great, man. So let me hit these videos, hit some scriptures, and Lord willing to be edifying.
Listen up. Here comes the energy lockdowns. Fuel stations run out of diesel across Australia. Waiting for days, India feels impact of gas supply chain disruption. Vietnam braces for flight cuts from April after China and Thailand ban jet fuel exports. Iran war ignites African race to keep gas pumps flowing. And another article that we all need to be paying attention to, what soaring diesel costs amid war with Iran mean for meat, vegetable and fruit prices. So why is there an energy lockdown coming? The IEA now wants alternating license plate restrictions, which means you will not be allowed to be on the roads on certain days. They're also talking about reducing all road speed limits everywhere so that traveling by road is increasingly suffocating and slow. Let's go over their 10 recommended measures. Number 1, work from home. That sounds familiar. Number 2, reduce highway speed limits. Number 3, shift to public transport. Number 4, increasing carpooling. Number 5, adopt more efficient driving practices. Number 6, car-free Sundays or alternating license plate restrictions. Number 7, improve fleet efficiency. Number 8, avoid non-essential air travel. Number 9, switch to electric or modern cooking solutions. And number 10, leverage flexibility in petrochemical feedstocks. Welcome to the Great Reset. And yes, this was all planned. And I'm telling you, every world leader, every one of them is playing their part for this to happen.
And you can see them bringing in the MOTB with this lockdown. Also, famine with this lockdown, man. So everybody's, like she said, all these leaders are part of what's coming, and they know that this is coming. And the Lord, like starting with the apostles and elders on down, we know the Lord is going to smack the joystick out of Esau's hand, man, because once his belly is filled, that's when the Lord going to smack the joystick out of his hand, man. So you have to be prepared mentally and spiritually for what's coming, man. A lot of our people still want to go to, you still got to work and pay your bills, but you know what I mean, man. You thinking it's going to be a future, the American dream after what's coming, man, you're doomed, man. Man, you're doomed.
Listen, energy lockdowns are coming. It's going to be COVID 2.0, but they don't have to force you to do it because no one's going to have any money to go anywhere. You are already seeing signs like United Airlines just cut 5% of their flights. They're already rationing oil in some Southeast Asian countries where, hey, come every other day to get oil. Wait another 4 to 6 weeks from now. If this war continues, it's going to be work from home again. The price of flights is going to double in 2 months. No one's going to be flying anywhere. Hotels are going to crash. All this Airbnb crap. It's all going to crash just like COVID did. And what is the government going to do? They only got one solution. They're going to send out stimmy checks for everyone so they can compensate for the doubling of their grocery prices and oil prices. Now, another thing to put in perspective, in the 1970s oil embargo, the price of oil quadrupled from where it was at. And right now we are destroying each other's energy infrastructure. This isn't an oil embargo they can just lift and then we can increase the capacity. This energy infrastructure like the LNG in Qatar, they're saying it's going to take 5 years to rebuild that. So it's just not going to be something we can turn on in the middle of the night. So this is going to be the death knell for the middle class. Whoever's left of the middle class is going to be forced out with just insane inflation on food, costs, insurance, everything going up. In the United States, it's going to look a lot like Mexico. You're just going to be either really rich or really poor. And the whole era of the strong, vibrant middle class is going to go bye-bye. So make your moves so you get out of the permanent underclass. And I think one of the best ways to do that is Bitcoin, because you can actually save your wealth in a safe haven asset that's appreciating while everything else is going to be depreciated against Bitcoin.
You know, Bitcoin that's not going to be no currency that they're going to let anyone basically benefit off of, because they're not controlling it. If you got control over it, they ain't controlling it, so that's not going to work. But he said something about giving out stimulus checks. They're not going to send out any stimulus checks, man. They just went to they're going to Congress to get another $200 billion for the war. Won't no money be given out. The only hope you have is in this truth, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man, because this right here you can just see them locking down, and you're not able to go to the grocery store. No food is traveling from grocery store to a grocery, So them giving checks out and doing all that, that's not going to happen, man. The Lord is finna shake a hand over Babylon the Great, man. There's no healing medicine, man. It's not going to be healed, man. So through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man, you have to repent if you haven't already, and stay in the scriptures, man. Stay looking to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man, because we're clearly at the end of this thing, man.
The biggest lockdown since COVID is coming, and they won't warn you until it's too late. This is not about a virus. This is about an energy shock so severe it will freeze the global economy. As the Middle East war chokes the Strait of Hormuz, crude oil is surging past $175 a barrel, and the dominoes are falling. Let's look at the map. Europe is falling first. The UK and Germany rely heavily on imported gas. Without it, factories are halting operations and rolling blackouts have begun. In Asia, manufacturing giants like Japan and South Korea are entirely dependent on imported fuel. They are actively rationing power and reducing train schedules right now. Even in the US, surging trucking costs mean fertilizer and food prices explode, while gas hits $7 a gallon. The grid is buckling. Soon, governments will use the exact same playbook from 2020. Australia is already telling citizens to avoid non-essential journeys. Next comes work from home mandates to save fuel. Then, restricted travel. In 2020, they called it a public health measure. In 2026, they will call it an energy conservation mandate. The result is exactly the same. You don't leave your house. The energy lockdown has started. So how do you trade a restricted economy? You use a barbell strategy. First, you buy the cause, traditional energy. ETFs like XLE will print cash at $175 a barrel. Second, you buy the effect, remote infrastructure. When travel is restricted, cloud computing ETFs like CLOU become the backbone of the isolated economy.
So here you go. And it's not going to get any better after this lockdown, man. I was watching the Apostles live, but it's not gonna get better after the lockdown, because I don't know if they're gonna open back up, man. Because it was hard for them to open back up again, man. So major things gonna happen, man. We just here to bring it forth to the hopeful elect, for them to see and understand what times we're in, man, and know that we're on the correct path for the Lord's salvation, man. I just want to hit a couple scriptures just to pretty much land back off the videos. But this is Jeremiah 51, just hit the point of verse 62. And it says, "Then shall thou say, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, thou hast spoken against this place, to cut it off, that none shall remain in it." See, the Lord's determination is to destroy Babylon. And that's the whole point of prophecy, man. that we're seeing. This everything is going toward the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. And he's going to make this place suffer, man. It says to cut it off, that none shall remain in it, neither man nor beast, but that it shall be wholly desolate forever, man. That's the determination of the Lord, man. And see, our people think, well, it's going to get better and things are going to happen. They're going to cut the war. No, the Lord is intensifying the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. It's not going to get better, man. It's not. There's no point in the Lord healing this place, man. He said that, man. And what was it? Jeremiah 51 as well. This is Ecclesiastes 12 in verse 3. It says, "In that day, it's like in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves." Like it says, "And the grinders cease because they are few." See, it's not going to be anybody working. They're not going to be able to transport the food from different factories and different places, or people even going to work, man, because the fuel prices are skyrocketing, man. You're not going to be able to afford. It's going to be pointless to go to work, to even pay to go to work, because you're not going to be able to make the money to offset going to work, man. You going to work spending $8 a damn gallon on fuel to go to a place where you're only making $12 an hour, man. It's going to be pointless. You're going to be spending too much money trying to get to work than what it's worth going to work, man. Then you got, you know what I'm saying, your kids. Man, it's going to get bad, man. Worse than we can even explain. Verse 3 again, it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves." See, these men that thought this tough and all this, man, they finna be weak as water here, man. They finna be weak as water, man. And that's why the men of the Lord is going to be precious in that day, man. It says, "And the grinders shall cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened." See, it's not going to be any future. You're not going to be looking to the American dream, man, because you're going to see it's over with, man. It's pointless to want to buy a house and start a business and have a career, go to college. Those days are long gone. "And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low," man. See, the doors, business is going out of, you going out of business. All the things you like to do, concerts and shit, going to out to eat in restaurants and having these fancy getaway trips, that's gonna be through, man. And that's what we make you aware of, man. Don't prepare for this place to continue on, man. Prepare for this place to end. And that's by getting these scriptures, man. Staying in the scriptures, man. The doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. All the daughters of music shall be brought low, man. So your concerts and shit, music garbage. It's pointless going to the clubs because nobody has a social connection to each other. It's finished, man. And people are starting to see slowly that when this place goes down this time, man, it's not going to rise again, man, because they also got other pandemics, plagues is coming, man. But the financial system is crashing, man. It's crashing. And they're preparing these people to suffer so they can bring in their MOTB. This is what their goal is, or their plans is. Say that their plans is to make you so weak that you won't see any food in the grocery stores. They want to make you so weak that you're going to turn to them. This is Isaiah 19 and verse 14. It says, "Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every way, in every work, Shalakia, thereof, as a drunken man stagger in his own vomit." In his vomit, Shalakia. I keep bad words, but a long day of work. But you see that this place is erred in every way, man. Egypt is going down every way. The economy, to the people morals, every way, man. It says, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt." See, these lockdowns is because there's not going to be any work, man. Nobody can find a job now, man. It's not going to be any work, man. The future is totally gone, man. It's worse than grim. It's gone. You think you got a future here in Babylon the Great? You a fool, man. I'm gonna get my business going. They teach you in that church that I feel your business gonna grow. Donate $1,000 for your business to grow. That's madness, man. But we can see clearly, the men of the Lord and the women of the Lord can clearly see there's no hope here, man. You want to send your kids to college, want to start them, that's pointless, man. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women. And that's why I said these strong men are going to be weak, man. You think it was hard, they was gangsters, and man, they're going to be weak, man. Because they're not going to see any hope. The soldiers, you see, they don't even want to go and fight, man. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts, which he shaketh over it. See, that Lord's hand is finna be shaking over this place, man. You see it done right now. The Lord is shaking his hand over Babylon the Great, man. He's finna take it all the way down. This place is fit for destruction, man. It's Jeremiah 46 and verse 11. It says, "Go ye into Galilee and take balm, O virgin daughter of Egypt. In vain shalt thou use many medicines." See, in vain. This place is not going to be healed, man. For thou shalt not be cured. See, this place is not going to be cured, man. It's not going to be cured, man. No matter what somebody says or what somebody does, or strike the economy, and it's not going to be healed, man. We're seeing the Lord shaking his hand over Babylon the Great, man. And if you think that you got a future and things going to change and turn around for the better, man, good luck, man. This is Jeremiah 30, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity." See, we was captive in Egypt, man. We're captive again in Babylon the Great, which is spiritually Egypt again. But the Lord is saying that we got hope, man. He's going to save us from this land. It says, "And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid." See, this place has to go down for us to get our kingdom, man. "For I am with thee, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all the nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause." So there's no help that you're going to get, man. Only if you are the elect of Israel, man. It says that thou mayest be bound, thou hast no healing medicine. See, there's no healing medicine for this place or 2/3 of our people, man. There's no healing medicine, man. But I'm going to end it there. Lord willing is edifying. I just want to bring out something real quick on those videos I had. So Lord willing is edifying. Shalom. Shalom.